gone no definite slander. That's to be public. What I want to talk about is Dave Cho, one of the finest men I've ever met in my life. I've met many men. He's given his whole life for his children. This is 30-some years of educating. 30 years. You were thrown out there. And we need men more than ever. You throw him away. What is wrong with him? Is that a good society for athletic directors trying to? What has Franklin made anyways? I'm a citizen here in Livonia. I'm discussing with you guys. Excuse me, maybe not you guys. Maybe you don't know the whole thing. Maybe you don't know the whole story. Maybe the whole entire conversation wasn't brought forth. Maybe Mr. Chola wasn't brought in front of your board. He's one of yours. You threw him away. I saw excellent educators here lauded him. But what happens when they're lauded like he was for 18 city championships? All the people he saved from school, all the kids who are going to quit. These are the guys you want teaching your kids. Yet as soon as he retires as a teacher, you throw him away. Over what? What's going on in our city? Is this indicative of the direction we are going as a city, as a country? Shame on you. Please reconsider. Give the man an opportunity to redeem himself. Thank you for your listening, meetings. God bless you all. God bless you.
I'm not sure you want to listen to me after I came up here, but it was very clear what these rules were, and I was kind of.
I'm sorry. What? Yeah, I'm fine. Yes, sir. About what?
Went back
The whole kid. Oh, you're all right.
in the military and high school sports before concussions were really harped on. I don't have a great short-term memory, but you specifically said any complaints need to be brought before HR. This was an asinine. This was unneeded. This wasn't the place for it. And to bring it into a public forum without any kind of vetting of what happened, that was just gross negligence. That should have been shut down from the beginning. Still working. But I wrestled from 2001 to 2006, and like somebody else said, your son, I was not a good kid. Typically just sitting in my seat and trying to be still, and that just, I didn't have that in me. So sports were a big thing for me. Football, wrestling, and I jumped in wrestling both feet from 8th grade when he came and took over the middle school program. I was really excited about it the next year. And in those 4 years, they weren't easy. He wasn't easy on any of us, but he didn't treat any of us differently. My junior year, I quit wrestling for about a week because he was hard on us. He knew what we were capable of, and I wasn't meeting that expectation. But I came back that following week, and that following year, and I placed in the States, and that wouldn't have been possible without me looking at making sure that I knew my worth, I knew what was inside of me, and I took that integrity and that strength into the Marine Corps, and it made my time in the Marines a cakewalk compared to winter wrestling practice. I know I'm not the only Marine he's produced, and I'm sure they can attest to that. I am a Marine, and I had those spots from my wrestling days at Franklin, and I have Dave Shield to thank for that. Thank you.
Victor Rushnell. Rushnell.
Good evening. I sat and listened to the beginning of the program tonight with honoring all your teachers. And as the testimonies were being read, and the testaments, how great these teachers were doing everything you said described Dave Shield. My sons, I've known Dave for 12 years. Both of my sons wrestled for him. One of my sons went to the United States Naval Academy because of Dave. Now he's a Marine infantry officer because of Dave Chiola. And for you guys to tell the rumors, say, no, these rumors are quashed, and then let that gal speak and defame him, I'm flabbergasted. It's a travesty. So you've dispelled the rumors. That had nothing to do with anything. I'd kind of like to know why you got rid of him. If it was such a snap decision, Friday and he's gone on Monday, I mean, I don't get it. I don't understand. So, I mean, I don't have anything else to say. I'm not happy. I'm very disappointed. I think you should be disappointed. All the kids that he's produced, all the men, all the girls he's taken under his wing, his stat girls, some of the wrestlers. I don't know where your decision is. I don't know what you guys are looking for in education. It's horrible. Read those testimonies again and apply it to Dave Chiola. That's who that is. Thank you.
I'm gonna try not to cry because after everything that just happened, it's gonna be tough. I'm very disappointed with with you guys. It wasn't your decision initially to fire him, but to allow what happened to happen. It wasn't the time, it wasn't the place. What were anybody to gain from that? And this is a public hearing, a board meeting. So anybody can hear that, and rumors are gonna spread. And you guys could have stopped that, but you decided not to. And that's very disappointing. But I'm not gonna focus on that right now because ever since I was a baby, I mean before I was born, obviously my dad's been coaching, but my whole life I've seen him coach, and I've grown up with him being a wrestling coach. That to me is one of his biggest identity traits, other than being my father. And I was dragged to the meets and the tournaments and the practices, and I'm in the uniform room, and I'm stuck in there for a couple hours, but I never really cared because I knew how much he loved his job and how much he loved his wrestlers and how big of an impact he was having on them. I saw it from such a young age. I mean, you could just see how much his kids adored him. I mean, maybe he has a tough demeanor, but you can always tell how big of a heart he has. And I've seen that my whole life. And when I found out that he got fired, it broke my heart. And I think every day since I found out, I've cried about it. Because I knew it was wrong. I knew it wasn't fair. And I knew that wrestlers are not going to suffer because of it. Men that, could have had his influence and his guidance aren't going to have that now. And I think that's wrong, and I think the fact that you guys won't address it, because I've tried to reach out to people about it, and nobody will contact me back. Because they say, they don't want rumors being spread, but then rumors are spread, and nobody's talking about it, and you guys are promoting the new coach and acting like the old coach never existed, and I think that's wrong, and I think you guys need to address what you've done, but I think you're not, because you know that it was the wrong decision, and you don't want to admit that you made a mistake, and I think that's sad, and that's wrong, and it's not what we should be teaching these kids. You should be teaching these kids to have integrity, to take accountability for your decisions, and you guys could have rectified this, but you're choosing not to. You're choosing to pretend like this isn't happening, and it's wrong. And I know the man that my father is. Everybody here is. If you know about the rumors online, I'm sure you've seen all the other great comments that have been said about him, how much this is tearing apart the community. And I think if you really cared about the community, you would do something to rectify this. But who knows if you will. So that's all I have to say.
I'm a former wrestler from Franklin. I wrestled for Franklin throughout high school and throughout middle school. I actually started wrestling when I was 9. Chiola is the reason that I'm the person I am today. Throughout my time throughout wrestling, I have had self-doubts whether I should continue on with wrestling. I remember in 8th grade, I wrestled in 7th, and 8th grade I remember quitting. I thought, I can't do this. Why would I wrestle? I remember Chiola coming up to me and saying to me, he will make me captain and help me become a better person and apply my role toward other wrestlers. I remember wrestling throughout high school and statting for him, and he is the reason I'm the person I am today. I went to states my sophomore year, my senior year. He was always there for me in my corner. He is the person I listen to and the person that inspires me to be a better person. I remember there were times where I would see students coming into his classroom and their grades were not doing the best. I remember him pushing those students to get their grades up by either talking to teachers or having other like partners or people help them out. He encouraged us to do good in school. He encouraged us to do good in the room. I've known this man for a long time. He has by far been the most inspirational man to me compared to any other male figure in my life. It is disappointing to have someone speak upon him like that. I've known him. I hope you take that into consideration.
Originally, I had put my name in because I didn't know if she was gonna be able to come. But I am her mom, and he is not just a coach. He's like a father figure to her. He has been so important to her. He's always been there for her. It wasn't just during wrestling season. If she had a problem, she could talk to him. It's still to this day, like even when she was applying to U of M, she was writing essays and she said, hey, can you look over it for me? Sure, no problem. He goes above and beyond. He is not just a wrestling coach. He does so much more for those students, and even when they finish high school, they still have an influence. He still has an influence on them. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Miles Bukowski. I'm a senior at Franklin High School, going on my 3rd season. Although I've only been wrestling under Sheila for 3 years, he's still been a huge part of my life for a long time. He's more than just a